model of teaching for meaningful learning B.Ed course for Odisha B.Ed Education Honours. Jerome Bruner's model of teaching for meaningful learning emphasizes the process of active learning, discovery, and the importance of organizing knowledge in ways that make it useful for learners. Bruner, a key figure in the development of cognitive psychology, proposed a constructivist approach to education, where students actively construct their understanding of the world through experience and reflection. Bruner's model revolves around the idea that learning is an active process in which learners create new ideas or concepts based upon their current or past knowledge. Below is a detailed 16-mark answer discussing Bruner's teaching model for meaningful learning, along with its process and educational implications for classroom instruction. Theoretical framework of Bruner's model of meaningful learning. Bruner believed that learning should be meaningful and not just the rote memorization of facts. His model is built on several key principles. A. Constructivist approach. Bruner's model is rooted in the constructivist theory, which holds that learners actively construct their own knowledge through experience and interaction with the world. Instead of passively receiving information, learners interpret and organize information in ways that make sense to them. Key idea: learners build their understanding of concepts by interacting with new information and relating it to their prior knowledge. Though discovery learning. Discovery learning is a central feature of Bruner's approach. It emphasizes that students learn best when they are allowed to discover concepts for themselves rather than being given information directly by the teacher. Key idea: by exploring and discovering concepts, students gain a deeper understanding of the material, which enhances retention and transfer of knowledge. Teen Spiral Curriculum. Bruner proposed the spiral curriculum, which involves introducing fundamental ideas early in the learning process and revisiting them in increasingly complex forms as students' understanding grows. Key idea: the spiral curriculum allows students to build on what they already know, revisiting key ideas over time and deepening their understanding as they progress. CHAR scaffolding. Bruner highlighted the importance of scaffolding, where teachers provide temporary support to help students reach a higher level of understanding than they would on their own. As the learner becomes more competent, the teacher gradually withdraws this support. Key idea: scaffolding helps bridge the gap between what a learner can do independently and what they can achieve with guidance. Part Modes of representation. Bruner described three modes of representation, which are ways that individuals store and process information. Enactive mode, learning through action and physical manipulation. For example, a child learns about the concept of balance by physically balancing objects. Iconic mode, learning through images or visual representations. Learners can now understand the world through mental images, such as pictures or diagrams. Symbolic mode, learning through abstract symbols, such as language or mathematical symbols. This mode is the most sophisticated and allows for abstract reasoning. Key idea: the progression from enactive to iconic to symbolic representation reflects a learner's increasing cognitive maturity. The process of meaningful learning in Bruner's model. Bruner's model promotes an active learning process in which learners are central to their own development. The steps involved in meaningful learning according to Bruner are as follows. A. Engagement in active learning. Students are encouraged to engage actively with the content by exploring, questioning, and experimenting. This can involve hands-on activities, investigations, or problem-solving tasks. Example: in a science class, students might conduct experiments to understand physical laws, rather than just memorizing them from a textbook. Though problem solving and discovery. Rather than simply receiving information from the teacher, students discover key concepts by solving problems and engaging in inquiry based learning. This process enhances critical thinking and allows students to internalize the content more effectively. Example: in mathematics, students could be given a real world problem that requires them to apply various mathematical principles to find a solution. Teen scaffolding support. Teachers provide guidance and support as students encounter challenges during the learning process. This temporary assistance helps learners progress from what they can do with help to what they can do independently. Example: in a language learning class, the teacher might provide sentence structures to beginners and gradually remove this support as students become more proficient in creating their own sentences. Revisiting and reinforcing concepts. The spiral curriculum allows students to revisit and reinforce key concepts over time, each time with greater complexity and depth. Example: in history, students might first learn about the basic concept of democracy in primary school and revisit it in secondary school, analyzing its historical evolution and contemporary implications. 5. Organizing knowledge into a framework. Students are encouraged to organize new information into conceptual frameworks or schemas that make sense to them. This helps in connecting new knowledge with prior knowledge and promoting deeper understanding. Example: in geography, students might learn about ecosystems and later integrate this knowledge into a broader understanding of environmental science. Educational implications of Bruner's model in the classroom. Bruner's model has profound implications for classroom instruction, as it provides a framework for creating an active, engaging, and meaningful learning environment. Below are several key implications for promoting meaningful learning. 8. Active learning environments. Hands-on learning. Bruner's emphasis on discovery learning encourages the use of hands-on activities in the classroom. Teachers should create learning environments where students actively engage with materials, manipulate objects, and explore concepts in real-life contexts. Example: in a science lab, students could conduct experiments to understand scientific principles instead of just reading about them in a textbook. Collaborative learning. Bruner's model supports collaborative learning, where students work in groups to solve problems, share ideas, and discover new concepts together. This promotes social interaction and the development of critical thinking skills. 2. Role of the teacher as a facilitator. Guided discovery. In Bruner's model, the teacher's role is not to simply transmit knowledge but to guide students in discovering knowledge for themselves. Teachers should pose challenging questions, provide prompts, and create problem-solving opportunities. Example: in a history lesson, instead of lecturing about causes of World War II, the teacher could present students with primary sources and guide them in drawing conclusions about the events leading up to the war. Providing scaffolding. Teachers should offer scaffolding by giving learners support when they face difficulties and gradually reducing this support as students become more independent. Teen curriculum design. Spiral curriculum. Teachers should design a curriculum that revisits key ideas at increasing levels of complexity. This allows students to reinforce and expand their knowledge over time. Example: in mathematics, the concept of multiplication might be introduced in early grades as repeated addition and revisited in later grades through more complex operations involving algebra and problem solving. Differentiated instruction. Adapting to different learning styles, Bruner's modes of representation highlight the importance of presenting information in multiple ways to accommodate different learning styles. Teachers should use a mix of an active, hands-on, iconic, visual, and symbolic, abstract, teaching methods to reach all students. Example: When teaching geometry, teachers could use physical manipulatives, enactive, diagrams and pictures, iconic, and mathematical formulas, symbolic, to cater to various learning preferences. 5. Encouraging critical thinking and creativity. Promoting inquiry. Bruner's model encourages teachers to foster inquiry and problem solving skills in students. Classroom activities should focus on open ended questions that require students to think critically and creatively. Example: in an art class, students might be encouraged to create their own interpretations of a theme rather than following a fixed set of instructions. 6. Lifelong learning and motivation. Intrinsic motivation. By focusing on meaningful learning through discovery and engagement, Bruner's model promotes intrinsic motivation. Students are more likely to develop a love for learning when they see value in what they are learning and are given opportunities to explore topics that interest them. Conclusion: Jerome Bruner's model of teaching for meaningful learning is based on the principles of constructivism, discovery learning, and scaffolding. His emphasis on active engagement, problem solving, and the spiral curriculum has wide reaching implications for education, encouraging teachers to create dynamic and interactive learning environments. By applying Bruner's principles in the classroom, educators can promote deeper understanding, foster critical thinking, and motivate students to take ownership of their learning. The use of scaffolding, active learning strategies, and revisiting key concepts ensures that students not only memorize facts but also develop the ability to apply their knowledge in meaningful ways throughout their educational journey.